Greetings, salutations, what's good everybody? It's your boy Card back again for another video for the grand rebrand. Apparently the days got a little bit mixed up, but hey, we're gonna just go straight to the channel so I can update you guys on some of the things that I'm gonna be doing, some of the things that I'm starting to change around. So as you guys know, we've been working on making long form content, and I have re-implemented shorts to this channel. Even though I didn't want to take like a big focus on shorts during this grand rebrand, they're still a vital part of YouTube. You should be using as much functions of your YouTube channel as possible, especially if it fits your overall strategy. So recently I have started to take other people's strategies on YouTube. Like literally, you gotta I said this before. Good artists copy, great artists steal, and it does depend what you're trying to steal. And for this instance, when it comes to what we're trying to do with this grand rebrand, of course we're trying to upload way more content. That's always been a thing, right? So I've been working on doing a lot more long form videos, as you guys can see. So we do have a bigger winner, a video that has passed over 10k views, which I am obviously happy about. It is a reaction video for Devil May Cry once again, and this video has passed 10k views. That 11k did generate 23 new subscribers, so that's pretty cool, and it's still getting out there through YouTube search. The major goal for me once again in this month is to get a long form video to reach past 50,000 views. Right now, a lot of people may not know this, but depending on how many views you gain a day, if you get 60,000 views a day, basically you get that much in a month, you're talking about possibly earning 10k dollars, so $10,000 literally. Like that's with a good CPM RPM. For an anime channel like this, it's probably gonna take to be around like averaging like 100,000 views a day, long form content, so almost 140,000, so almost even double the amount, but you get the point. Now this is just one particular channel. When you have multiple channels like what I'm doing on the side, then those numbers become a little bit easier. Like let's say you have 6 channels and each channel gets 10,000 views a day. Well, the likelihood of you getting almost 10k dollars in a month starts to raise as well, right? As you guys know, for this particular channel, the goal for this channel is just to get $100 in this month, and right now I'm not sure if it's updated, but yeah, right now we're at $15 for this month. Just thinking about it, last week we were only at $3, so obviously things are rising for that. I'm also doing a combination of content that's literally for the algorithm and for subscribers. Those are two different things, basically for the audience that you're trying to cultivate on YouTube. And I mentioned in my last video, sometimes you just gotta sometimes you gotta ride with negativity, because negativity and titles do perform a lot better than wholesome titles and positive stuff. And you gotta start making like statements in your titles, right? So I've been working on that aspect of things. I still have to upload a long form video for the day, but the main thing I was focusing on was refining the short strategy, and that's what I want to talk about for this video. The shorts for the last, so I've uploaded 4 shorts in the last 3 days or so now, and there's a strategy that I'm starting to implement. I'm starting to look at like other people's strategies to see what they do, and one of the main ones was like the thumbnail of the type of the video, right? So as I go to, let's see, if I go to my Instagram, if I go to my Photoshop and I show you guys this thumbnail here, right? So this is a thumbnail that I made for one of the most recent videos, and all I have to do at the end of the day is just plug it into my Adobe Premiere Pro, and essentially just attach it to like the very end of like the last 7 frames in Adobe Premiere, right? Obviously this video here took me, I want to say, so this video, so to actually record my lines, 3 minutes, right? To put everything else, that's probably about 20 to 30 now, and this is just because this is the first time doing this style of video in a long time, and I kind of forgot it because there's another YouTuber that's really good with this type of stuff. But hey, I talked about how we want to have like this little progress bar, which we took from like Ray William Johnson, because he's like one of the ones that I saw do it first. It's basically it's a cool retention hack. So like as you play the video, essentially it just starts playing and everything, right? and I'm pretty sure you won't hear the volume of the Adobe Premiere Pro because it's routed to something else. But essentially, as you play it, you guys can see the progress bar go over there. Doing the subtitling, that probably took like 3-5 minutes to make sure everything was like all correct and good. Like I've got it down to a T that I already know, like if I wanted to like do bulk edits on like say the words themselves, like I know what font I want, I know the font size by memory. I even know the code for the hex code for the fill-in and everything like that, as well as the stroke and then what number to put that on. So like all that is like it's second nature to me, right? So that saves time. There's a little graphic that I made in here. I've made it in other graphics like this here in my other thing, so it's just like a copy and paste type of deal. And then it's just sourcing the actual clips. So like I've made a list of how many videos I can make in this style, and this particular one is about how could you survive in these anime worlds. The YouTuber who we emulated in this one is Sambucha, right? And obviously I butchered his name, but it's whatever. And with his long form videos and his short form videos, there's a lot of things, you know, I can learn from a YouTuber like him, especially in his style, because a lot of people have utilized his style in the past, and it's like a commentary style video, right? And it for me it fits, you know, for this type of video, and to put it with an emphasis in anime, right? Funny enough, you know, there's a lot of people like that are on camera that may be doing something similar, but when I'm watching his content, I'm starting to think about, okay, well, how could I do this but anime, right? Obviously, you know, his thumbnails is, unless he doesn't really like focus on thumbnails as being a part of his brand, because I mean, as when you're this big as a YouTuber and you're pulling in $150,000 a month or more, but not even including what he's gonna get from his brand deal for his music sponsorships with Blast Off Media and whatnot. Like we're talking about doubling down, tripling down like your revenue that you're getting a month. If you look at what he's getting, like 387 million views a month or so, right? For putting out about what 60 something videos, and every like basically like 2 videos, it seems to be like a day in a month's time, right? So I figured, all right, you know what, this is something that could work for me, something that I can utilize, something I can make a format from, and this gives me a consistent base of content, because then I start to get ideas about, all right, well, for instance, with the video I made today, it's could you survive in these anime worlds, right? Which anime characters can beat Goku? Ranking the best anime fights. Do you remember these anime moments? Will people remember these anime characters in 100 years from now? These are videos that I am making, and other people obviously can take the same idea that I'm saying right now if they have anime channels. I know a couple of you guys also have anime channels that follow me, so these are other things that, you know, we can start to think about. And then it's like not even in this field itself, it's also what I could apply it to, for instance, in Korean dramas with my other Korean drama channel, which I actually have started to upload. I uploaded 2 videos on those channels that, you know, show my face in the video itself, and I wanted to see if it would have like a profound impact or anything on like the subscribers, or if the subscribers even care. And, you know, believe it or not, they don't, you know. What is it? So regardless if I upload, you know, a video that shows my face or doesn't show my face, so this video here didn't show my face in it, but you guys can see that the views are up, you know, because we've been consistently uploading on this channel once again. And the other video I did the other day, which is right here, like as you guys may see, or you know what, let me give you guys a better representation real quick. So if we go to our channel, right, and I go to our shorts here, right, you'll see this, right? This is very consistent to what other channels are doing. Maybe I'll start adding some text into it. I don't think I need to, because you know, we already have a proven formula, right? But if I click on this video here, right, this one that says he was forced to watch his family die, right? Oh nah. And there's me in the video now, right? And what I also did for this type of shorts is I put a pivotal moment from what I'm already going to show in the video for the first 3 seconds as the hook, right? Because I realized that, all right, I want to start improving my hook, and I started to notice that a lot of people have like this whole trend of like foresight type of stuff. And so I put something that happens in the video already at the very front because it fits this style of video, especially because it's a reaction commentary style video, which is perfect for the algorithm in terms of what YouTube would monetize, right? Now, if there's something that I could have done more, I could have added subtitles to this, right? That's something I could have added more in if I wanted to spend more time on it. But you know, the main goal for me was to test out exactly how people would enjoy the video, and then I have like a call to action at the very end with the subscribe button. And then I even, for this video, I even put the title of the series in. Usually I leave it out. Why I leave it out? Because it drives engagement, and a lot of people, like, I figure a lot of people may not make it to the end of the video. However, when it's videos that are usually less than like 38 seconds or something like that, you know, I figure a lot of people would probably watch the entire video. It's because of, this is a drama, it's something that people may want to watch. So a lot of people may ask, hey, what's the name of it? And how do I know people are going to ask that question? Well, here we go. What movie is this? And then they edited their comment by saying never mind. So maybe I could have just left it out completely and it would drive even more engagement, because I realized even if I put the title of the movie or the series I'm watching in the actual YouTube title, it doesn't matter, because people are still going to ask the question, hey, what's the name of this movie? What's the name of this series and whatnot? But mind you, my goal was to test out exactly how it would be me in the video, and could I generate the same amount of views? Case in point, 5K views on that video that I just showed of you, and then another 5K on the video that that didn't have me in it. So now I can maximize how much type of content I can post with, you know, say hiring an editor to, you know, say clip videos for me. And then if I feel, hey, you know what, I want to attach my commentary or do a reaction for it, then, you know, I can monopolize that way. So taking that same strategy is what I wanted to utilize for essentially for our channel here, right, where we have, you know, that we're trying to do this grand rebrand on, right? So that was one of the major goals. Right now, another thing here, let's see, another thing here is we have like, oh, here's another tip, right? Here's another tip. We have this comment here. So you show Made in Abyss but never talked about it, right? There's just a comment on the most recent video, right? So you show Made in Abyss but you never talk about it, right? These are literally just engagement hacks at the end of the day. Like when I made the video here, right? So I say yes. Could you survive in these anime worlds? I show Made in Abyss, right? And immediately cut to One Piece. So people are gonna question, well, why didn't you talk about Made in Abyss? I mean, did I need to talk about Made in Abyss in a way? No, but it does get people to ask questions. The other questions, it could be, oh, you're either right or you're either wrong about whether you could survive in one of these worlds, right? And then as the video goes on, when you have I have all these other like tips, like all these other, I guess you could say, sound effects or whatnot to keep driving engagement. This is very different from the other style of videos that I would say doing on the K-drama channel, because a lot of people are just like, hey, you know, those videos are just like low quality, low effort and whatnot, but at the end of the day they work. Like everybody has a different viewing habit for when they view videos, and the audience is what I also like to take into account when I'm making like different types of shorts. So with anime, anime is it's a more visual format, a more visual a base of entertainment, right? So especially when I'm trying to attract a younger audience on this channel. And you know, I realized that maybe my vibe is more so looking at more funner content. Maybe I need to just do more commentary like this, ask more thought-provoking questions like this, because I also did a YouTube poll last night, and this is very small data, but I also like use my community tab to just to gauge some things. So I asked people, what type of content do you want to watch more? And 53% of the people said anime shorts. Now obviously, if we zoom in real quick, obviously the thumbnails of these things are like they're doing their job, right? Obviously people are going to vote on what they like to see between all these anime waifus, right? Like none of this is by accident at all, right? We know what the game is here on YouTube, and we're trying to beat the game, we're trying to beat the system, right? Obviously when I do these polls, people respond to them more. When I ask generic questions, we don't get as much likes, but that's going to grow over time. Like I had a poll just 2 months ago, this got 3K votes, right? And basically what my subscribers told me is that they want to see a lot more isekai fantasy recaps, so they want to see a lot more isekai based series, right? So I said, all right, cool, well, I know what stuff I need to upload more about. I even talked about doing manga reactions or commentary reviews. It seems people just really like reactions, but these people here that voted may not be the same people that voted for anime reactions here, because the audience of my channel prefers shorts. So that's one of the things where I'm like, all right, I need to start, integrating shorts again and just be more methodic with it, especially because I'm going to be trying to upload like 3 shorts in a day. But going back to this particular video, once again, at the very end is where you get that thumbnail. 2 days or 3 days ago, I talked about, who we're going to be taking the thumbnail style from. Obviously we know that Sambucha, this is not the style I got from Sambucha, but Doron's World is one of the content creators in the space that I said, hey, he makes really cool thumbnails, and I've seen a lot of people start to take his thumbnail style. I've been watching Doron's World for a couple of years now, right? And since I got back into doing anime uploads, especially with this particular channel and shorts, and I really like his thumbnail style. They're vibrant, they're fun, he has memes, they're cool, the arrows, like all this stuff fits the style that I like, right? Which is why we, like, hey man, it's a great thing to mimic. We're not going to be close to the same, but you guys can get the idea. We like the text he used and everything is impact. I was using the bold font, but it's impact. Our text up here is similar to how he has with anime take at the top of all his videos. He really turns on the saturation for his shorts, and like a lot of people, well, not saturation, sharpening on his thumbnails for the shorts. And when I look at it, like this is what it originally looked like before I did any type of editing, and then this is what it's gonna look like after, right? So you can see there's a bigger difference, and people tend to gravitate towards stuff that looks like this because it's more visually appealing, especially when it comes across your smartphone and you're scrolling on YouTube, or if you check out a person's channel and you just see exactly, like, you look at this and you're like, oh, this person looks like they put a lot more effort into their videos, because this looks amazing, especially when you're looking at it and scrolling past, right? Like I said, there's a lot of people who started to take his style. Funny enough, I was adapting his style earlier in a lot of my earlier videos on this particular channel, and I went away from it because honestly, I told you guys, when I started this whole journey, like before the grand rebrand, is that I got lazy. I got lazy with YouTube. My heart wasn't really in it, and I just went away from stuff that was actually working, right? And like, as you guys will see, this is what the difference is going to look like now. Sure, it's going to take a lot more time for it to start looking like red, but I figured that, hey, you know what, maybe it will be cool just to have like the red text there, and then just have what we're showing in the anime and let that rock out and whatnot. I realized that, maybe people just want to see more of the anime itself. I tested doing the Ray William Johnson thing, a long time ago with this particular short here, and this is months ago, right? And it gave me some data. I'm just like, all right, it didn't work for that one, but it worked on TikTok. So I'm like, all right, that's interesting. Speaking of TikTok, this is a video that I just uploaded right now, the one that I just uploaded today, that I can post on TikTok right now because it's a minute. I can post it so that it's over a minute, and I would get paid for it in the TikTok creativity program, right? So like those little things that I realized that, hey, I could just start monopolizing these shorts, especially the way I do them. When we go further back into my history here, like, you guys will see that I did like offshoots of the Doron's World style, and I'm not sure if Doron World is the first one that did it. He's just the first one I noticed, right? But obviously, taking like this style here with the yellow text and the anime photos and whatnot, just to see exactly if how that style would work out. And we had a banger with one particular video related to free reign. I'm just like, okay, this style is pretty cool. It does take a little bit, but it just minutes. Like I just, you want shorts to not take as much time. So my goal right now is, now that I figured out the workflow on the shorts, is especially because it's gonna be a lot of copy paste when it comes to like these voice effects and, you know, all of these other like ping effects and whatnot that we have in the video, is to start really churning them out. You know, if I can get a short done in like 30 minutes, that's perfect, because then I can make, you know, say 2 shorts in an hour. Some people are saying like, hey, you want to spend like at least an hour per short. Hey, if I, with my editing skills, from just with, you know, simple shortcuts and whatnot, if I could get it done in like 30 minutes, bing, I'm out. Like put it out there and just like, you know, divvy it up. That's good to me. Obviously, I'll keep refining my process when it comes to the anime shorts as opposed to the K-drama shorts. Who knows? Maybe I need to change up my style for the K-drama shorts in terms of like thumbnail and presentation. But these are things that I've been learning over the last couple of months, over the last couple of years, to keep on refining. And this is how we get to the point of where, hey, we're consistently in the game and just giving ourselves a fighting chance to please the YouTube algorithm. You know, this is all I want to talk about on the short side for today. As every time I think I refresh this video, that like I'll refresh the channel, that the views have continued to gone up. So yeah, these strategies, like you gotta, like I'm just thinking about every little thing that we can do to push these videos out there into the algorithm, especially when one of these shorts videos do pop off, then they become a long form content that I could drop. So the video saying that could you survive in these anime worlds could very well be one of my next long form content videos that I'm just yapping about, by just, you know, rearranging the anime worlds and saying that, hey, you know what, I could survive in this world. Like, what's to say that I can't take like a minute or 2 per world and make that into a video, right? And that becomes like what, I did 7 worlds, 6 or 7 worlds in this video. That becomes a 12 to 14 minute video at the minimum, you know? So these are things I think about. That's all I gotta say for today. I'll be of course coming to you guys with another update pretty soon, and so everybody stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Doses.